When I was a young boy, I wanted to sail round the world. Ba-da-da-da-da. Good morning and welcome, hello, and greetings from the deepest, darkest depths of the tabletop role-playing game news oceans. It is I, your humble captain, once again taking out our sextent and charting our course through all the news stories that are going to disrupt our otherwise peaceful spring week with pointless controversies and news. So let's take a look at all the tabletop role-playing game news stories that are percolating this week. It is 9:21 in the morning on the 11th day of March 2024, and it is a gorgeous sunny spring day here at Site B. And of course, the only news story worth talking about is this. But damn, what have you done this weekend? Wretched Supermax is out, written by me. Available on all the appropriate sites. It's over on the Red Room. It's over on Lulu. It's over at Giant Slayer. It's over at Biggest Geekus. It is the final chapter in the Wretched Vigilantes 2023 story arc. It is an organization location that I created to combine Wretched Darkness, Wretched Conspiracies, Wretched Vigilantes, and all the other modern day Wretched books and Wretched settings, by answering the question, okay, now you've got this, where do you put it? You know, in Wretched Darkness, we have all the vampires and werewolves and ghosts and stuff. Now that you've caught them, where do you put them? In Wretched Conspiracy, we've got aliens and, you know, cyborgs and visitors from the future. Where do you put them? In Wretched Vigilantes, we've got supervillains. We've got all the stuff that's coming out of Avilad. We've got all the stuff that's coming out of Hammetville. Where do you put these beings that you can't just, you know, put in normal jails because they can, you know, spew fire? I made this, and it's $5, and so far people enjoy it. And this one took a lot of work because I had to research places like Area 52. And do you know how hard it is to get information on Area 52? Because it is a top secret government location that they claim isn't. Actually, not that hard. It's easier to get information on Area 52 than it is to get information on Area 51, strangely enough. Well, then, of course, as we know, the U.S. government didn't even acknowledge Area 51 existed until 2013, despite the fact you could drive right past it. What am I driving past? Don't know. It says Area 51. No, it doesn't. It doesn't exist. But nope. We will refuse to acknowledge it exists. That is a true fact. So, yeah, check it out. All right. Now, other news things that are probably slightly important. Let's see. I'm sure there's something going on that's more important than me publishing. I mean, I can't think of anything, but I'm sure there's something, probably something, you know, stupid. Oh, yeah, there's this. Who knew, NASA, that this would become such a stalking horse? Who knew? This harmless little, fun little thing that they made because, I don't know, they had a free week. They wanted to celebrate the 50th anniversary of a game that's so important to so many of them. You know, they wanted to remind people, hey, we're still here. We're still cool. You know, I mean, the CDC does their thing. We could do a thing, right? I don't know, man. I thought this was cool. I thought it was a fun little thing. The adventure is pretty well written. It's a good one shot that you could use to springboard into a campaign, be it a straight fantasy, straight sci-fi. It is a perfect springboard for sort of a weird sci-fi fantasy dungeon crawl classic, mutant crawl classic type setting. You know, it explores the possibilities and the ideas of, okay, what would happen here in 2024 Earth if the Hubble telescope suddenly disappeared? What would we do? How would we respond to it? How do you find it? And then, of course, the other stuff, it explores the, okay, what happens to a typical agrarian fantasy world when this gigantic thing crashes into their planet? You know, shades of Expedition to the Barrier Peaks. It's very much shades of Expedition to the Barrier Peaks. It is systemless. It can be used for any fantasy system. There has been so many misconceptions about this game and so many people upset and angry at this game because, I don't know, who would have thought? But on the other hand, look at all the free press NASA is getting from the tabletop role-playing game community for the first time in, God, forever. When was the last time NASA came up in any tabletop role-playing game community-related conversation? Well, now it seems to be the only thing we can talk about. And no, Hasbro's not buying NASA. What else is going on? Well, you know about the changes coming forward to the Adventures League. Is the Adventures League official canon 5e adventures? approved by Wizards of the Coast are being transferred from their current homes over to D&D Beyond because D&D Beyond's not clunky enough. Let's make it clunkier. What is the fate of the Adventurers League stuff that's available on DM's Guild? We don't know, but hopefully it will remain on DM's Guild for at least another year. But as for the other places that currently host Adventurers League stuff, they are slowly being migrated over to D&D Beyond. But D&D Beyond claims that they will remain free for you to access, at least for now. International DM's Day came and went. We spent the whole week celebrating it if you were a DM, and there's tons of stuff on sale right now celebrating DM's Day, today being the last day. We talked about the Chaosium Basic Role-Playing Design Challenge with the $10,000 prize. They're looking for submissions. They're looking for you to present them with feasible sales things and a feasible way that this product could go to market. And then if they like it, they'll give you 10 grand to make sure it happens, but they'll also give you the rights to continue to make it. And, who knows, they might make it too. A lot of people are already suspicious of this because, of course, they are. Including things like, they're asking for a lot of information that normally you don't ask for. It sounds like they just want you to do the work for them because $10,000 isn't really a lot of money in game terms. And then they'll turn around and make their own version of what you presented them, despite the fact that you get to keep the rights. So basically, you submit an idea. They go, oh, yeah, this idea is viable. Thanks for doing all this work for us. Here's $10,000. Now we're going to make this idea. We'll just change the name. There's a new Arkham Horror role-playing game coming out. It'll be available at Gen Con. So we have a role-playing game based upon a board game, based upon a role-playing game. Because, yeah. We've got the latest update of Gallowspiro Survivals. That's available now from BKM Studios. Yes, I know it was already available, but now it's officially available, updated, no longer an alpha test. You can now go play Gallowspire. Any other news? No, thankfully not. Of course, the Matt Mercer thing is still causing way too much controversy. I got called out for my take on the Matt Mercer thing by Driving in Dragons. You can look at his take on my take on the Matt Mercer thing. I think he was incorrect on my take. I don't think he really heard what I was saying, and he went into it with, the point of view that Matt Mercer fucked up and Matt Mercer's a horrible, awful person. So my take was obviously viewed through the negative lens. I can continue doing stuff about Matt Mercer, but isn't that just making Matt Mercer a martyr at this point? If we continue to make videos about it, I think we should just all accept, yeah, he fucked up. It was a stupid idea, a stupid way to do the idea. And if he did not know that he was going to receive the amount of negative attention that he thought, then he's not as smart as we think he is. Or maybe he's very, very smart because look at all the free press he got. Look at all the free press he got. Multiple individuals devoted multiple videos to this horrible, awful human being Matt Mercer is. But yeah, you brought him a lot of negative attention, and look at all the comments people are making about you should just leave him alone and blah, 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 blah. I'm on Matt Mercer's side. I wonder how many people who weren't originally on Matt Mercer's side now are going, well, you know what? I feel really bad about this guy. Look how they're shitting on him. Maybe I should go check him out. So who knows? Maybe Mercer won because he sure got a lot of free press. I'm giving him free press right now. I'm a fucking idiot. I should stop talking about it. Instead, I should talk about the fact that I released a product and you should go buy it. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to this news. Head on over to Giant Slayer Games, Red Room, or Biggest Geekest and pick up Wretched Supermax by yours truly for only $5. The final word in the 2023 Wretched Vigilante story arc. Which means, will there be a 2024 Wretched Vigilante story arc OGGM coming out after March? Of course they will. I'm working on it now. And you're the first to hear it. Yes, if you're waiting to see the current and future stories coming out of the Wretched Vigilantes campaign setting universe, I've got at least one more coming, maybe more. So there you go. Till next time, I'm the OGGM. See ya.